I'm Ben Harbour. I'm a director of DroneWild. DroneWild began after answering a call from a CivTech Challenge, which was a government innovation programme. Forestry and Land Scotland at the time asked a question about how to find wildlife in woodlands in a real-time environment. The driving idea focused around drone technology to create efficiencies and more accurate quality data of species of interest. So whether it's finding a bird of prey Schedule 1 nest discreetly with low impact under licence, or counting deer for management purposes in a woodland environment, it's to take out the ambiguity of other methods, more accurate data in real time in a spatial digital format. DroneWild has 4 pillars that it's working on: the hardware elements, software elements, machine learning, and training. DroneWild's hardware looks at smaller, ruggedized drones that wildlife managers and conservationists can use in the field. It also looks at components that can be 3D printed and utilized to make the carriage of these systems easier. As well as these smaller units, we're also looking at the other end of the spectrum into the heavy lift category. And this is looking at drones that have a lifting capacity of up to 100 kilos for moving forest materials around. And that trial's set to begin for proof of concept. The software element looks at customizing open source software and tailoring it for use of wildlife monitoring and detection. And that allows 3D mapping, real-time locations of animals being recorded, and data sharing whilst in the field. So that means one person using the drone can send data to multiple people across the forest environment in real time. The machine learning that we've done so far has focused on the larger native animals and some non-natives. It's at a stage where it's got accurate detection of all these animals, everything from a red squirrel right the way through to a red stag. So as this progresses, we've got the thermal detection, which identifies that there's an animal there, and then the subsequent daylight camera then tells you what species it is, and the third and final stage will be where it can break it down into sex and age class. The training element focuses on getting the conservation and wildlife manager in the field used to these platforms, the hardware and the software, and how to use the drone safely and with respect to protected species, protected areas, and other sensitivities that you'd find when operating in these environments. The product can be tailored to an individual's needs or a organisational requirement, and there's different levels in that programme. So the drone operation with the software can vary from one drone operator providing data to multiple people in the field, or it can be the single person who uses the drone and records the data in real time. So the packages can be tailored depending on the end use requirement. With the climate change and biodiversity challenges, now more than ever is the time to have accurate data to help inform these projects. As the hardware progresses and it's become more viable for solutions to wildlife monitoring and management, we're there to try and put a training element, a machine learning element, and a software element around that so it's really fit for purpose in the field.